Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 1970 Citroën 2CV. Now this has 670 horsepower, 425 pounds-feet of torque, and the car itself now weighs 1,644 pounds. It's still front wheel drive and can do 0 to 60 in 6.479 seconds, 0 to 100 in 10.333 seconds, going on to a top speed of 166 miles an hour. So yeah, outside of the engine, the only thing I have changed is the gearbox to a street transmission because, well, the ordinary gearbox was pretty useless. It was only topping out at about 110, 115 miles an hour, which isn't really good enough for this track. So I changed out the gearbox, that's why it can do 166 miles an hour. But everything else outside of the engine and the gearbox is stock, so it's still got front wheel drive like I said. Still got the same tyres, suspension, brakes, etc. So yeah. This is obviously a car that was designed to be cheap. Only had 33 horsepower originally, so we're dealing with more than 20 times the power. And yeah, it's a car that you can date back to the mid-30s. So yeah, I imagine this car's going to struggle, but it will be interesting to see what it can do against the only other front-wheel drive car we've had on this series so far, the Dodge Shelby Omni GLHS, which put in the time 1 minute 30.321. So if this car can come faster than that, then I'll be surprised, because that Dodge was okay in handling terms, but did struggle in areas. But this is obviously an even older car with an even older design, so yeah, not too confident about it, but it should be fun nonetheless to see what it can do. So let's get out there and see what it can or can't do. So yeah, it's obviously not just got all that power going for those front wheels to deal with, but obviously the rain and the puddles, and it's also a twin rotary Wankel engine, so it kind of sounds a lot different to what it did originally, that's for sure. So it's struggling through the gears to put the power down, as you'd expect. Oversteering everywhere. Surprisingly, there is a lack of understeer so far. There's some understeer there, unfortunately, but it's certainly not as bad as it should be for a car that's dealing with this much extra power, while still in the same thin tyres and lackluster suspension. And we're obviously going way quicker than the car was ever meant to originally. And there's the first lap time, 1 minute 39.888 seconds. Certainly not the best that we've had, but could have been worse. Hopefully we can do even better though on these subsequent laps. Oh dear. Putting the rear wheel onto the grass there did not help. Much tighter line there through the hammerhead. Well, that's an improvement at 1 minute 38.061, but we're still at this current time the slowest car in the series. Really does not like going through those puddles, does it? Well, that's a big improvement, 1 minute 35.426. But again, we are still the slowest, only just behind the Abarth 595, but that's irrelevant. It still is the slowest, so and I'll have to improve some more in these final 2 laps. No improvement that time round, so we're going to have to pull out all the stops in this final lap to make even a better time. Much quicker down that straight than previously. Well, no improvement in that final lap there, and as a result, this is the slowest car that we've had. Not by much, granted, but you know, last place is still last place. But it is just under 0.2 of a second slower than the Abarth 595, and as a result slower than everything else. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be the slowest, to be honest. I knew it would have its issues, because as you can see the AI is even having issues driving the thing, but yeah, I wasn't quite expecting it to be that slow, especially considering it doesn't weigh all that much. It's got plenty of power. Its acceleration time to 60 isn't half bad, and yeah, obviously I was knowledgeable of how capable it was in terms of top speed. But I guess the poor suspension, the fact the front wheel drive was just not able to put the power down through out of corners, into corners, when we got on the straights, it had troubles with puddles, and yeah, I just wasn't really all that confident in its abilities. So yeah, all of that obviously was going against it, and yeah, as a result, it is the slowest car that we've had on this series. I don't imagine it will stay the slowest car, because obviously we've got the likes of the Subaru 360 to still try out, which I imagine will have even more difficulties than this. But yeah, still not a great time. And yeah, as you can see, the AI is really having trouble handling such a vehicle, though far more trouble than I did. But yeah, I'm disappointed that it wasn't quicker. I was hoping it would pull out a surprise time. But not this series doesn't always go the way you expect, and that's one reason why I like doing it so much. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.